Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Flex round! Flex round!
On play action, they'll throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Bulldozes past him. And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run to Mack, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sony Michel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream up right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop,
Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a carry from Mack. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Let's go! Man 38! Man 38!
Here's Mack. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Mack. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
No, check, Patriot!
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are able to strike for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they'll go on the ground. That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for... That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out come the Jets. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw on second down is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off of play action, Darnold. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Darnold on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's second and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So out now come the Jets. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Detroit! Detroit!
Faking the give, Darnold. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he stays out. He'll rifle this one deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Todd. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ohio! Ohio!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Flex round!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 42 yards on the ground. On first down, Darnold. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On second down, Michel. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ohio! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Michel. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibility.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film, but how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will get him one closer. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Cut.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Flex round. Flex round. Cut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Ohio.
They'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to throw here. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Again, it's Michel, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. They'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.